Mammy, if I asked you for something, would you say no?
What are you looking for? Come on, out with it and we'll see.
Well, do you remember in summer I asked you, could we have a little party in the house, and you said some other time? Now that we have 3 nice young men in the house, I could invite a few friends and have a little party here in the house. What do you think? Go on, Mammy.
You have little parties on the brain. You want a party at Christmas. At New Year, you want a party. At Easter, you want a party. At the August bank holiday weekend, you want a party. Any excuse is good enough. You and your parties.
But Mammy!
Now the excuse is that there are 3 young fellas in the house. 3 handsome boys. Listen, about them boys, are you sure you're not thinking about one in particular?
Who are you talking about? You must be joking.
Look, I haven't these grey hairs for nothing. What am I supposed to think? Doctor this, doctor that? This is for the doctor. That's for the doctor. Do you think I'm blind or stupid or what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you don't want to get into trouble like your sister Maria, do you? Only a year married, and now look at her, separated from her husband.
Ma, you're dreaming with your eyes open.
Oh yay, I dream with my eyes open. I dream with my eyes open, and with my ears open. Certainly Stefano. That's his name, isn't it? He seems like a nice boy. He comes from a good family. He's studying. But you're both too young for these things. Don't you understand that?
Will you look who's talking? Weren't you married when you were 17?
Now don't look at me, for example. Like the priest says, do as I say, don't do as I do.
Afar, all this just to have a party. Every time I even speak to a boy, it's always the same. You tell me to be careful. What did you do when you were my age?
When I was your age, you were already born.
There you are, you see?
At your age, it's easy to fall in love. Your father and I were very much in love. But falling in love so young is risky. It may turn out well, or it may go badly. Your father loved me very much. He was a jewel of a man, your father was. Then the war took him from me. He went off to war. They sent him to Africa, to the desert. That cursed war robbed me, it did. They sent him home sick with tuberculosis. You were only 3.5, so you don't remember much. In Africa, to fight a war. But who wanted this war? Faithful to the fatherland. Defend the fatherland at all costs. That was Mussolini talking. They didn't understand anything. Who they were fighting for, who they were fighting against, while Italy was going to rack and ruin. They were waiting out there in the desert for petrol for their tanks. And instead of petrol, they got water from the saboteurs. They had nothing to eat. They ate rats and lizards when they found them. God love him. When they sent him home, he was like a walking ghost. Oh, that cursed war.
But since you married Daddy so young, do you think that if he was still alive, you'd still be happy with him?
Your father and I were in love. Really in love. We knew each other for 5 years. I was 12 and he was 18 when we met.
Where did you meet?
We met at a party.
At a dance?
Yes, at a family party in a friend's house.
There you are, you see. You liked parties too. And what's the harm? So what have you against parties when I want one? They turned out well for you. Why not for me?
I didn't say that. All I said was be careful. Anyway, it's useless talking to you. Maybe one day you'll understand. When do you want to have this party anyway?
On Sunday. I'll have it on Sunday and I'll invite Maria as well.
Go along with you. But I'm warning you, if I see any shenanigans, that'll be the last you'll hear of parties.